many times the countries sometimes try to have their own process. Especially the government and the bureaucrats have this tendency to dominate the process, but sometimes that dominance backfires the whole process. It happened in many cases. So this time we are having negotiations and discussions that FIDC, you all are aware about FIDC, that FIDC, Vani and all of us will work together to host C20 in India. Whenever there is a change in presidency, the agenda also changes. The question is that in India, what's going to be the agenda or the focus area of G20? We have no idea yet. The government of India started working on it, but also there is the possibility that as a civil society, we should also find out that what is going to be the agenda of civil society also. Because this is also an opportunity where engagement among civil society also takes place. It is not only between civil society and the G20, but also among the civil society. It is a good opportunity to discuss on South-South cooperation. It is a good opportunity to also explore the possibility and effectiveness of what you call it as soft diplomacy of India. So we thought to initiate that discussion, that how we are going to engage with each other, how we are going to engage with the formal G20 group of Sherpa and ministers and all those. And thirdly, how we are going to also engage with other engagement groups.
Thank you very much, sir. I think we can move on to the presentation. The context is well laid that we are here talking about the expectations from the G20 in India and how other engagement groups like C20, T20 will be formalizing their agenda around the G20 aspirations. Also, India's recent G20 experience has mostly revolved around seeking cooperation, implementing stringent economic fugitive laws, and terrorism. This has been India's policy since 2015 because of certain economic fugitives that had been going on to OECD countries, and therefore India's position has changed drastically from undertaking development cooperation as a singular agenda. It has now become to fighting economic laws and economic fugitive laws and terrorism. This is what the current demand from civil society has been over the years, and I think Indian civil society has also been, through its advocacy and through its various interface with the government, through its Niti Aayog, through other ministries, has been articulating the issue of development. And as Vani has been consistently been part of the C20 process, we have been our opinion is that India's G20 should also focus more holistically on development, and the C20 in India will be more aligned towards development priorities. So what does civil society expects? This is because civil society being in the area of development issues, and it has taken up challenges. It is delivering services to the ground and through outreaching to marginalized and vulnerable communities. We are here focusing on bringing more qualitative aspects of development schemes and programs to make them more effective at the ground level. There have already been very good programs that have been introduced by the government, but the qualitative aspects have been missing, such as Nandrega, such as Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. These have to be scaled up relatively to include more qualitative aspects. Also, civil society is going to take up the issue of funding patterns because as we see, it is very low when compared to other countries. This has been a long-standing demand in education and health. I think many experts know how much our GDP ratio is to education and health, and therefore it will be very important for us to take up this issue. And lastly, for us, most importantly, is to have an increased tax base, which will help in supporting government programs, which will help in increasing funding towards these programs. We are also looking towards a more inclusive multi-stakeholder partnership with the government, in which civil society plays a key role in development policies and programs. Already this space is available with Niti Aayog, but as civil society organizations, we are looking towards a much more broader inclusion, right from the district level to the national government level. And of course, the C20 offers an opportunity for us to be included in the international process, but sadly that process of multi-stakeholder partnership is missing at the domestic and national level.